One of the questions we get from our EyeLine fans is, tell me about the mirrors. Which one's the right one for me? And I want to say, first of all, you have to have a mirror if you're going to be a decent putter. You don't see hardly anybody on the tour that's not constantly checking their lines, their eyes, their shoulder alignment, ball position. They have to have it because you have to make sure that you're lined up right, and you have to make sure that you know that you're lined up right and that the feedback is instant and it's accurate every day. You got to have that. So don't fight it. Just get in the game here and let's make some putts. Which mirror for you? I have to tell you, we've been thinking about that for a long time, and we recognize that different people have different ways of looking at things. So when we came out with the EyeLine mirror about 11 years ago, the one that you may have seen and a lot of people now call the Graham McDowell mirror, the ball was in the center of it. Eyes were very symmetrical. There was a slot on either side of the ball, and that really fit some people's eyes. So we like that idea. You can see your shoulders. If your eyes are over the line, you can see your shoulders in the edge, but just barely. That was an important feature for us. As time went by, we came out with what we call the putting alignment mirror, much smaller, obviously, in nature. I like to call it the travel size because that's what I use when I go to travel and play and warm up. Putting alignment mirror, incredibly popular among tour players, as you might well imagine. They may have the big mirror at home, but they have the putting alignment mirror a lot of times when they're playing. And then finally, we came out with what we call the edge mirror a few years ago. And the reason we did was because tour players wanted to make sure they could see their eyes and their shoulder alignment at all times. Well, the difference between now and then, way back when we started, was that everybody had their eyes over the line when we started. Now their eyes are inside the line. And when you do that in the mirror, you know, it changes the refraction, and you can't see your shoulders in the mirror, in the big mirror. So we came out with the edge mirror for one purpose, and that was that no matter where your eyes are in the mirror, you can always see your shoulders. So we had an option of, do we make a mirror that's this wide? That's not a good idea. Or do we take a completely different approach and we put the ball on the edge of the mirror out here so that no matter where our eyes are, whether they're over the line or inside, I can always see my shoulders. That's a huge deal. Alignment of my shoulders is a big deal. The other thing we did with the edge mirror is that we put a non-skid backing on it. You say, what's the big deal? There's so many people like me who putt a lot indoors. Carpet, putting greens like this. That's a big deal. If you're working at home, you need the edge mirror because when you throw it down, it'll stay in place. Here's the thing. Choose the mirror that fits your eye. If you need the symmetry, you like the EyeLine mirror. If you want your shoulder alignment, you choose the edge mirror. If you're traveling, use the putting alignment mirror. But choose one. You got to have one. We're going to be doing a lot of work, working on putting, working on our stroke, working on alignment, working on setup, and you've got to have instant, accurate feedback. The mirrors are the way to go.